Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with White? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. I am joined by our fearless panel of experts. My name's Lee Honish, producer of Fight Net Radio and Perfect Blue Studio. I'm joined, as always, by the intrepid Andrew Labouche, and joining us for the first time in how many years? How many years? Look down at the screen. In how many years? 2. You put fingers up. This is an audio show. Guillermo Willie Jimenez has joined us back on the show. We'll see how long this goes. It's going well already because he's doing hand signals on an audio show. It's a podcast and a video. Okay, good.
He's like on a delay. He's on a major delay somewhere in a tropical island, Lee.
Hi, everyone. Let's get started, shall we? We'll just dive right in. First and foremost, go to fightnetradio.com, where you can find a platform to listen to this show. We appreciate all of you. If you want some video content or you want to see what's going on, we cover social media through Facebook because that's where the boxing fans are. I'll keep saying it in the hopes that some of you actually get it. It's fight.net.radio, easy to find, or you can jump off of our Fight Net Radio page. Andrew, what do you think of the new banner? Have I finally nailed it?
Yes, I like that one, and I like that we finally found the mute button on my screen. Yes. Awesome.
How are you today? Andrew, I'll start with you.
Doing good, Lee. It's opening day for football, NFL season well, at least it's Sunday, right? We had Thursday night, but fuck Thursday night football. Today's opening day.
Okay. I'll go with that before we get back into the football topic. Will I am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How about you?
Not. How's your Manny Pacquiao? Just in case I need to go to I need something and have to go to the phone lines.
Oh, Manny's doing great.
All right, just checking. Is there anything else I need to know in case I need to call it out? For those of you who don't know, should we do an update on all the inside jokes? For those of you who listened to the show and thought we had Manny Pacquiao calling in all the time, that was Will. I think you should do Oscar. I think your Oscar would be better than my Oscar. But somebody asked, why is it that we make Oscar so angry? For those of you who don't know this, I guess this is a catch-up episode. Andrew, regale us in the tale where you pissed off Oscar.
No, come on. Boring.
You know the story, Will?
I do know the story, but it'd be nice to hear it again.
Oh, no, it wouldn't. Come on, seriously?
Our producer sent us notes. Do you want me to read the production notes from this week? Assistant producer Raimundo Diosis went to the trouble of reviewing the show each and every week like he does, Andrew. And this time, not only did he provide us with Mikey Garcia content and Mikey Garcia information, he said it was a solid show, good analysis by Andrew, and great back and forth between the two of you. A little disagreement is good. Do we disagree? I don't know if that's a thing. Noises for show now are clearer and louder. Good job. There you go. Oh, he also wanted to know about the Oscar turmoil and why I make him a violent psychopath who wants to kill you, Andrew. What's the story?
He didn't give me an autograph.
And you said?
I forgot.
Lied.
Really?
Yeah, man, I waited and
correct.
waited. Yes, I waited in front of a press conference.
And then he made a comment as a child to Oscar. Go ahead.
I forgot, Lee. What did I say? I know I called him something, but
fucking asshole.
No. I forgot. Gosh darn it. But yeah, that's what happened. He turned around and looked at me. I said, "What? I waited." The fuck? He told me to wait, you guys.
You side-eyed him. He side-eyed you. That's a big word. And apparently our Oscar.
I think I called him a punk motherfucker is what I called him.
That's exactly what you fucking called me, asshole.
Hey, I waited a long time. You remember, Will? I used to get autographs on all the programs. Remember when we were just fans?
You remember? Why you talk like that? Aren't you like
Hey,
a white guy? What
Hey,
the fuck?
I've never been turned down an autograph. And when I met Oscar De La Hoya, I met him a few times. But I think it was old Oscar, meaning like 5-6-year-old Oscar, where he was probably intoxicated. He was.
He's always intoxicated. Our Oscar's always intoxicated.
Yeah.
I don't think that's far from the truth.
Yeah, no. He took a picture with me and the whole family.
That's nice of him. Who's got audio kickback? Are you listening through your speakers, Will?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
That's exactly
you hear that bounce back? Am I the only one who hears the bounce back?
Nope, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
He doesn't have headphones, Lee.
I do, but I have to install these new ones. Everything's on Bluetooth.
You Manny
nowadays.
Pacquiao and show your value. You Manny Pacquiao. Right now.
Hold on, let's see here. We'll do this. How do I switch this camera?
Oh my god. And I gotta hear myself. I'm going crazy, right, Andrew? This is actually happening to me in real time while I'm recording. And for those of you wondering, there are no actual stories this week, so this is probably about as good as it gets. Oh, he's going to put a picture of Manny up to do Manny. All right, I'm impressed.
I'm going to
For those
fight
of you who don't,
Lee.
keep going. Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah, hi, Manny. Hi, Manny.
Hi, Lee.
It's your worst Manny to date.
No,
Manny.
he's not. Go for it. Hey,
He's had
you
such
gotta fight
good
Mikey
ones.
Garcia.
When I get some good news on Manny, I'm going to shoot. I need
Mikey
some,
Garcia
I need
is
some
what
good
you're looking at right now, Lee.
I need some good ammunition.
All right, Andrew, do you want to get the Antonio Brown shit out of the way?
It's
Bill, you got to turn down your speakers. You got to turn them down. I don't know how, but you got to turn them down. Getting bounced back. I'm like ready to start recording over again. I'm so despondent already.
We should do boxing first, Brown after.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
Let's get started with our top story. Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez is very close to signing a deal. So I'm bringing this up because it came up yesterday, and then there was an Eastwick report. Here's the story from Manak Akapayan of Boxing Scene. Since you need to relearn all your vernacular, Will, Andrew, why do we hate Boxing Scene?
Oh, yes. They're owned by the PBC.
So what do we say when we see a Boxing Scene article?
Fuckboxingscene.com.
Does it make you uncomfortable? I don't
Oh my
I don't have a
God.
problem. Yeah.
He also says the same thing about the Ring magazine pound for pound rankings. They seem to always have golden boy guys.
Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, very close to signing a deal. This comes to us from Boxing Scene and Manuk Akapayan. Oscar De La Hoya of Golden Boy is getting close to announce the next boxing. Oh, fuck, they didn't prove it. So early in the day, and I haven't had enough coffee, Andrew. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy are getting close to announcing what's next for boxing's biggest superstar in Canelo Alvarez. Does that sound wrong coming out of my mouth, or am I just crazy from lack of sleep? Are getting close to announcing what's next for boxing's biggest superstar in Canelo Alvarez. That's bad English. I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with that sentence. We have several choices.
Really improper.
Right? Okay. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Andrew's not going to help me out. We have several choices. We will. Oh, it's Oscar saying this.
Hey. We have a lot of choices, fucker. And we'll announce them shortly. All right? Andrew? Fucker?
Yes.
We're close. All right? Stop saying shit.
This is with Kovalev they're close to? What are they close to?
Now, to a Kovalev fight. Nowadays, when you throw a fighter's name out there, it makes it impossible to negotiate. The fighter then thinks that this stock climbs like there's no tomorrow. There's so much money now in boxing being thrown around to fighters that you have to be careful of who you mention. I can assure you that the public will be happy with what we announce. When De La Hoya was pressed to see if Alvarez's next opponent is the much-discussed Sergey Kovalev, he compared negotiation around Canelo's next fight to a high-stakes card game. It's like playing poker. What the fuck, Oscar? We all know it's Kovalev. Really? He's going to be coy about it because he doesn't want Kovalev to charge more money? There was a report on Eastwick as well as a couple of... I'm over it. Oscar's just being a dick. All right, guys, here's the story. So they haven't signed the fight. Eastwick reported late last night that it will be a November fight in Las Vegas, Kovalev versus Canelo. I'll start with you, Andrew. What do you think?
Oh, I like the fight. One thing Vasily Lomachenko has showed us the past few fights he's had at the lightweights is you can outgrow your talent. Meaning he might be fighting at a too high of a weight division for his natural ability to win him the fight. Kovalev might have a shot because he's just a bigger man, bigger puncher at that division. With that being said, I still like the body attack of Saul Alvarez. Kovalev's never been able to take a body shot. I think Team Alvarez knows that and is going to be gunning hard for that in the first 5 rounds to knock Kovalev out in the last half of the fight. So it's a good fight. The only thing scary is he's moving up to light heavyweights, though. If these guys on paper, Saul Alvarez is a better fighter.
Why is nothing going right for me today? Seriously. Let's try it again.
Oh, there's nothing hot about that. That's not going out on a limb. That's not.
It isn't?
Go ahead, Will.
Will, go ahead. What have you got on the light heavyweight champion? Because it will be for the light heavyweight championship.
I mean, I feel the same way. Even though I feel that Canelo's been a blown-up fighter in every division that he's been in so far, but I think he's filling into his own right now, and I think it might be an easy fight against Kovalev. It's like what Andrew said, man. If you can't take a body shot, I mean, what do you think when he's going to fight Canelo? That's all he does. But on the other hand, he is fighting, a bigger man. But then you have to go to that one thing: is he going to land that shot? And everyone's seeing nowadays, Canelo isn't the easiest fighter to hit. And so you could see him getting real frustrated in this fight. Yeah, I see Canelo getting him out of there quick.
Yeah.
Okay, you get one too. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how that works. For those of you who don't know how that works, that would be the drinking game, so aptly named within the forums. When you hear the air horn, that is your chance to throw down a shot. If you're driving a vehicle, it's 2 shots while driving. In fact, we encourage drinking and driving because I'm not being advertised not to drink and drive. I'm going the other way. There are actually podcasts advertising not drinking and driving right now, Andrew. It's kind of frustrating. Let's move on to Andrew's favorite fighter. I say that with all due respect. Gervonta Davis vacates the title. He's going to move up to go find Vasily Lomachenko. Sure. This by Doug Berman of Boxing 24. Gervonta Tank Davis, 22-0, 21 KOs, has officially vacated his Really? That's happening? Can you hear that in the background? That was YouTube. All right. Gervonta Tank Davis has officially vacated the WBA super featherweight title. No, I'm not. Gervonta Tank Davis, 22-0, 21 KOs, has officially vacated his WBA super featherweight title in order to move up to lightweight to seek out bigger fights. Oh my God, what a sentence. Let's discuss this sentence for a second. Everybody stare at the screen. For those of you watching the video, for those of you listening to the audio, what a run-on. Gervonta Tank Davis has officially vacated his WBA super featherweight title. Period. That's where the period goes. In order to move up to lightweight, comma, to seek out bigger fights against the likes of unified champion Vasily Lomachenko. That's where he put the period. Instead, he made it all one sentence. Fuck a duck. Davis can still easily make weight for the super featherweight division, but he wants the opportunity that the lightweight division can give him. Davis wants another world title. His rationale for moving up to lightweight is Floyd told him that's what he's doing. What is the point of this article? Like, is this guy actually speculating that he's doing it for like real reasons other than Floyd told him that's what he's doing? Am I wrong?
Tevin Farmer.
I'll start with. Go ahead, Andrew.
Tevin Farmer, Miguel Berchelt, they were coming hard for Tank Davis. These guys don't make as much money as Lomachenko. That's not an easier path. So they left. I don't expect them to take on Lomachenko in their first fight at lightweight. So look for him to get what? 2 warm-up fights, a build it, right? He's got to get into the lightweight division now. So this is how Floyd's ran his whole career. Go ahead, Lee. I see you.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes.
Better with video, right? You know when I'm about to interrupt you.
Yes.
Were you going to talk about Vasily Lomachenko?
Well, I just say I don't think Tank Davis is taking on Lomachenko for his first fight at lightweight. So this is a bullshit, this is why he's moving up. He's moving up because Farmer and Berchelt were about to get fights with him. Those guys are coming hard. All they've been doing is winning.
You know they're not going to fight me, right? You know they're not going to make the fight, right? You know that's not going to happen, right, Andrew? You're not in some delusional belief. I come on here every week. I'll drop a big story for everybody on Fight Net Radio. You ready? Will, I know you're new. I've been listening. They won't make a deal with Whitey. They just won't. They don't want any of this shit.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make a deal with you either, Bob. That's what I just said when I first came on. That this was not about Tank Davis moving up to fight Lomachenko.
They're not going to make a deal with me because I'm white.
Yeah.
Because I'm white, Andrew. Say it. Say it. I'm white.
Stupid.
I'm the whitest white promoter that's ever been white. Because I'm white, y'all. I'm white, y'all. I'm whiter than white. I'm white. Rapping Bob. Will, what do you think? Is it because I'm white? Go ahead, say it.
I think being white in boxing is a pastime, Lee.
No.
It doesn't get easier with
tear through these stories and get to my
wait a
shit
minute.
stories real
Lee,
fast.
wait a minute. It doesn't get easier
Yeah.
at lightweight getting away from Bob Arum. Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, or Devin Haney's with Dazin. You got Ryan Garcia with Golden Boy. He's got a bunch of other fighters that are with other promoters right now, even at lightweight. Petraza, Comey. These are fighters that you see, even the Luke Campbell, the one that just lost to Lomachenko. These are fights that you could see Gervonta Davis gunning for to try to stall him out another year and a half. Lomachenko will be what, 32, 33 by this time? This is what Floyd does, right? They said it about 2 interviews ago. We don't have to fight him now. He needs us now. So These are the fights that I'm looking for. But no, he doesn't get away from Bob Arum making this 5-pound jump.
No, I feel the same way. It's just like what you said earlier about Lomachenko being tapped out at weight. Lomachenko, but he ain't moving up, so he's going to be there for a while. And if they're going to go the Floyd route, yeah, we won't see this fight till 2021.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Lomachenko will be just a little bit slower. Davis going to be a little bit older, but I just don't see the fight happening right away.
And what's sad about
boxing? Why am I the only one?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Why am I the only one that thinks Gervonta Davis is not worth all the hype? Because can any of you demonstrate that he's fought anybody of any skill level?
No. That's what his highlight is showing right there. And that's what I was just going to say. That's just what I was going to say, Lee. I was naming all top 10 guys. These guys don't even fight top 10 anymore. They grab contenders from belts, and then tell us that they're fighting a top 10 guy that in their whatever belt they're associated with. So, no, he might not even fight a top 10 guy in his first fight at lightweight. Might be against another cherry picker like this man.
Yeah, but I do feel Davis is going to have to win a legit title before he steps in the ring with Lomachenko.
And I meant cherry-picked opponent, some way. Not a cherry-picker. That's racist as hell, Lee. I'm sorry about that. I meant cherry-picked opponent. You guys know what I'm saying.
It's not like you said cotton picking. Cotton picking would have been racist. Let me point out the racist joke here. You were saying cotton picking his opponents, then I would say, Andrew, you're a racist. Cherry picking doesn't really.
Latin people picking anything you just want to stay away from. It was cherry-picked opponent. You understand? Do you get it?
Yeah, I do get it, but I like putting you in as much hot water as trouble. And by the way, Andrew wrote this show and wrote the line cotton picking.
You would? No, I did not. No, I did not. You're terrible, Lee. That's what gets you back on the ban list. You know that, right?
Oh, for those of you wondering, Magnum Media finally approved me for a fight. How
didn't he announce it? Don't announce it.
I did. Brought it up.
Fuck.
Not only did they approve me, I'm not going to say anything bad about him again, officially from this point forward.
It's a new life.
And thank you to Magnum Media.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the funny part. They don't listen to the show, bro.
I hope
don't
not.
Listen. Mikey Garcia pushes for Manny Pacquiao fight early next year. At this point, I'm going to jump over to Fight Net Radio. You can see an exclusive interview on Ringside with Raymundo. It's paid off, Andrew. He finally got us something.
Good.
Where he interviewed Mikey. Mikey is mulling over, before we get to this, he's mulling over two offers currently on the table. The first one is from Dana. The second one is from Bob.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Can you believe that's going to be Dana's first prospect? Can you even wrap your brains around that?
Well, money-wise, yes, but opponents, how? Unless Dana White's hooking up the PBC right away, who is Mikey Garcia going to be fighting under Zuffa?
He's pushing for Manny Pacquiao, and that's what happens. So go check out the video at Fight Net Radio. This comes to us from Sean Jones, and based on the first sentence I'm looking at, he at least knows how to use punctuation. Mikey Garcia says he's pushing for a fight against Manny Pacquiao early in 2020. Former 4-division world champion Garcia says he wants to give the boxing fans a good night to remember against it. Well, they would, because you'd get knocked out, bro. Joining us by phone exclusively from the Philippines, the senator himself, Manny Pacquiao. Manny, how do you feel about fighting Mikey Garcia? Really? You got to go to that? You're in the garage. By the way, I highly recommend the video this week. Highly recommend the video this week. This show is just designed for our amusement. That's why we brought Will back. Joining us by phone from the Philippines, Senator Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, thank you for joining the show. Okay, I'll set it up again. For those of you who are enjoying the podcast, think about how this is going to be on video when I actually make the segue. Joining us by phone from the Philippines, Senator Manny Pacquiao. How are you today, Manny? Really? got to do the voice if you're gonna do it. Now you're pausing it.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of audio this makes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have stage fright live during the show. Manny, are you okay?
Can you just do the fucking voice? Now you've muted your audio, you dipstick.
Hold on a second here. This shit's all messed up. Where are you at, Lee?
Shit. Damn
really?
it.
There you go.
You screwed this. There you go. All right, Will.
There you go.
Let's try it again. You ready? Joining us by phone from the Philippines, Senator Manny Pacquiao. How are you today, Senator?
I'm good, Lee.
All right, good. This is going well. Manny, it's being said by Mikey Garcia that he would like to fight you next year. How do you feel about fighting Mikey Garcia?
It's for why the people want to see boxing.
Yes.
It is good. It's still good. Manny, you are fucking batshit crazy. The fact that you know English and still talk like a second grader is brilliant beyond words. How did you become senator with such a limited mental capacity?
Oh shit.
I know how to get jingy with it.
It's even funnier when Manny tries to write his own material. Okay. How do you feel about fighting Mikey Garcia?
It's what the people want to see. If he wants to fight me, I'll fight the little Mexican. I love beef Mexican. I eat Mexican.
Wow, that's so racist, Manny.
Do you eat Mexican?
What is your beef? What?
Now beef Mexican? Sure. I eat beef Mexican.
Well, okay. Thanks for going to the hole many times on that, Manny. I'm speechless. If you guys don't think that this is possibly the best Fight Net Radio episode ever, you're out of your mind. Manny Pacquiao is. Are there any other races you hate? Like, how would you feel about fighting Floyd again?
Oh shit!
Set that one up as well as
I want to take the easy route, and I'll go with Mikey.
Okay, good job. Thank you for joining us via satellite. Andrew, how do you feel about Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Zuffa, and all of that? I feel that Manny's staying on the line, which could be very interesting.
Garcia's a tougher opponent people give him credit for. He's a good boxer, puncher. Manny can get caught with the right hand. So Garcia, with the age, being younger, a little bit fresher right now in this point of their careers, I would have him a strong underdog. Yes, Manny's a favorite for a 12-round decision, but don't be surprised if Garcia shows up that night. Manny is pushing 40+. He's not going to be there every fight. He's had what? This is going to be his third tough opponent. I mean, Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, and then possibly a Mikey Garcia. That's not an easy row of opponents to go through at 40 years old. Okay, that's why some people are calling him the greatest of this generation. No, it's dead serious. With him, even losing to Floyd Mayweather, he's given the fights people wanted to see for 20+ years, all the way from featherweight, when he was taking on Marquez, Morales, Barrera down there, and now to go to welterweight and fight someone like Keith Thurman, who is undefeated, and then turn around and fight a Mikey Garcia, who only has one loss to who everyone declares the future of the sport in Spence. So, this is a very good fight.
All right, Will, bring your speakers down again because you're killing me repeatedly with the kickback. There we go. Will, what do you think about Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia? Even though I know Floyd is still going to fight Manny Pacquiao, I'm sticking to my guns in the next fight. But what do you think, Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao?
I think Mikey Garcia needs to get into the ring.
Why would you just, did he drop his phone and then that was just weird, Will.
Sorry about that. No, I think Mikey Garcia needs to get into the ring and fight somebody. I mean, before he jumps in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. I mean, it's like Andrew said too. Manny's fought everybody, every division. I still got a bad taste in my mouth with Mikey Garcia, especially him, not fighting for all those years, him being disgruntled about whatever contract he was in, anything, and that performance he put against Spence. I mean, he was just a walking punching bag, and I honestly believe he's going to be another walking punching bag when he fights Manny Pacquiao. I don't care how old he is. Manny's too quick, too many angles. Yeah, he might put up a better fight, but he's not going to win. And then his career will be over.
He didn't win too many of the end of that Keith Thurman fight, though, either, bro. It really looked like Manny gassed out at the end of that fight.
Yeah, but Keith Thurman's bigger, he's longer, he's stronger. Now he's going to fight somebody his height. I think Manny might even be taller. I got to look that up.
But Mikey's a very good boxer. And when you talk about boxer-puncher, Mikey Garcia can counter. He can throw combos. What? Garcia's not a brawler. He's not face first. Are you going
to try to tell me that Mikey Garcia's got any talent whatsoever?
He does. Yes, he has talent. No, Mikey Garcia has talent. That's why Top Rank lost him in the courts. They wanted to keep Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia would be a lot bigger right now if he had trust in Bob Arum. He didn't. He went another route. But Bob Arum didn't just let him walk. Bob Arum let people like Fernando Vargas walk. You see the difference in talent? Okay, there's a difference there. He forced Mikey to leave him. So, no, I think Mikey Garcia has a lot of talent. I think that's a close fight, and it's a good one for Garcia's career right now. Are
you saying you're going to bet on the fight?
It matters. It matters what the odds are. It matters what the odds are.
Mikey plus 350.
No kidding. All right, let's get through the Tyson Fury story. So, if you don't know, Tyson Fury lashes out at Deontay Wilder because they've offered him step aside for 2020. They want him to step aside. Like, I don't even know where to go with this. This is from CBS Sports. Who wrote this one? Brian Campbell. Shout out to Brian Campbell. If Deontay Wilder wants Tyson Fury to step aside for their contracted 2020 rematch so he can fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship, the Gypsy King said it's going to cost him. Wilder, who battled Fury to dispute a draw last December, recently told 78 Sports TV he doesn't believe Fury actually wants a second fight, and I agree with that sentence. The reigning WBC champion also said Fury would want me to face the winner of the December 7th Andy Ruiz-Anthony Joshua fight for all the recognized heavyweight titles. Deontay Bronze Bollocks Wilder is a dosser, and he knows it. And he knows he is. I just love Tyson Fury. Fury told CBS Sports on Thursday, I see all the that stuff, how he wants me to step aside. Step aside to what? He's terrified of the Gypsy King. He wouldn't beat the Gypsy King when I had 3 years out of the ring on alcohol and drugs. What was that? What was that? Did somebody just fart into a microphone somewhere?
Right there.
Okay. How the fuck is he going to beat the Gypsy King now that I've been training for 2 years? Come on. All right, Andrew, let's start right there with the Gypsy King. I'll get your feedback. The Tyson Fury is being asked to step aside. Is it better for him to step aside, let Deontay Wilder lose to Anthony Joshua or Andy Ruiz? And by the way, I said that correctly. Lose to Anthony Joshua or Andy Ruiz and have one unified champion, and Tyson Fury can go after that? Or should he take him out directly and move forward and be the guy? Andrew.
I believe he stepped aside twice already. This man has received $20 million to fight names like Schwartz and now Auden. Who the fuck's he fighting in his next fight?
Otto
Wallin. Yeah. I mean, come on. Those are step aside checks right there. That's free money. That's $40 million worth of free money. Now we're saying we're going to do this again, plus give him another check? Like, no, Tyson Fury would be robbing the boxing community if he takes step aside money and another Wallin on as his next opponent. Would not be happy with Tyson Fury. He totally tricked us if this is the route they take.
Andrew.
Yes.
Don't sleep. on Otto Wallen.
I know. In 1945, there was a guy from Switzerland.
1914, actually, Andrew.
Oh, 1914. Yeah, I know.
On the streets of Flatbush, when I was watching bare knuckle fighting in the street, I would often think that these guys don't have a fucking chance, right? Otto Wallen is cut from that same cloth. This is a great fight. It's also Mexican Independence Weekend. So Tyson will be coming out in a sombrero and doing the Cucaracha thing.
Cockroach.
You know, la Cucaracha, yada, 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 yada. It's going to be great, Andrew. It's going to fucking be great. Vegas, next weekend. You going to be there?
No.
I heard Lee's going.
Yes, he will be
He didn't
there.
call me this time. You know that?
Yes, he's very happy.
I think he's real media after doing shit like this.
I hope people appreciate that humor. It's hard to
No
do.
step
What do you
aside,
think?
buddy.
Tyson Fury, should he step aside? Should we have a unified champion? Blah, 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 blah. Ma, 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 ma. Was there a delay? Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you
asking you.
Well, no, there is a delay. There is a delay. I mean, I think Tyson Fury, what he's doing is all right. He could take step aside money one more time and build up his name. He did really great in Las Vegas. He did really great in Las Vegas, man. He's got a lot of fans. I'm pretty sure you're going to see a packed house here next weekend. I don't know. I just don't see any of the other opponents stepping up and fighting Tyson Fury next.
Well, what do you think Tyson should come out to? Should I hire bandas and have them march? Yeah, good reference, right?
Yeah, no, hey, mariachi in full effect. They should be selling micheladas everywhere, corn. You know, hey, let's get it.
Street corn. Oh,
I love the street corn. Yes.
Oh yeah, man. You hear that little ling 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 ling. Hey, I hate
Better
mayonnaise,
than the
but
ice
on the
cream,
corn,
man.
it's good.
That's right.
that shit's hilarious, man. Do we all realize he's going to come out in a sombrero? Like, that's really going to happen here? Like, there's no way he's doing the Rocky thing again and doing I Live in America again. That's not happening this time.
No,
This time it's literally full mariachi. It's got to be.
Hey, whatever moment it is, he's definitely going to live up to it. So if it's Mexican Independence Day, yes, you'll see him in full force.
How sad the heavyweights turned into from a year ago if this happens, you guys. I mean, seriously, we got to watch Andy Ruiz fight Anthony Joshua in Saudi Arabia. If that turns out Joshua's way, it's possible they do a third fight, right? So we got to watch that bullshit again. Then these two just dicking around with everyone, fighting whoever the fuck they want, and they're just everyone's getting away with it. I mean, this could be one of the best eras of heavyweight boxing to step aside money and losing to 35-1 underdogs.
Will, you were about to say?
I was about to say, man, I'm like, if Joshua knocks out Ruiz quick, there won't be a rematch. And I think that they would jump into either a Wilder fight or jump into a Fury fight. Have you seen pictures of what Joshua looks like nowadays?
Yeah, he's a lot skinnier. I see that. You know, I don't know what to believe on the internet sometimes, but yeah, I have seen he looks a lot, he looks like he trimmed down a lot.
You got Joshua trying to lose muscle, then you got Ruiz trying to gain fat. It's just unbelievable, man. It's like they're totally going on two different sides of the road. I've always thought, that Joshua was too buff to be a boxer. Maybe this helps him out. I don't know. But I pray, and no disrespect to Ruiz, I just pray that Joshua gets him out of there quick, because if they go to war for 12 rounds and Joshua wins, yes, Andrew, there will be a third fight. And we'll never see Joshua fight any of the other heavyweights.
Or it'll be a while. It'll be a while before it happens. And I thought Tyson Fury was, I thought he was here to change it, but I don't know. Not good, this step aside money talk.
Well, on the topic... All right, let's cover it. Wilder Ortiz 2 announcement is imminent. This coming to us from Keith Eidick of Boxing Scene. What do we think about Boxing Scene, Will? There's
They
a delay. Had time to think about it.
They suck.
Go ahead, say it.
They suck.
All right, close enough. The few remaining minor details are being ironed out. Keith actually can write. Good job. Keith Eidick can at least write, Andrew. This is at least encouraging. The few remaining minor details are being ignored. By the way, he listens to the show. Shout out to Keith Eidick. How do I know, Andrew? Because he's only made changes to articles after I've caught him. The few remaining minor details are being ironed out to finalize the contracts for Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz rematch. Good sentence. Multiple sources informed Boxing Scene on Friday that those issues will be rectified soon and that the official announcement is imminent. Wilder Ortiz 2 will likely be announced next week, which would afford everyone involved in this pay-per-view event more than 2 months to promote it. Wilder will defend the WBC heavyweight title, which he didn't really earn, versus Ortiz on November 23rd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. As Boxing Scene previously reported, Showtime is expected to distribute, what a shocker, the rematch main event of a 4-fight telecast. Andrew, are you happy to see? Am I the only one that thinks Luis Ortiz looks like Big Papi?
He is.
He looks like Big Papi. He looks like Big Grandpappy. I mean, talk about someone who doesn't deserve the rematch. It's that man right there.
His last fight against nobody, Andrew. Come on.
Hey.
This is what PBC has turned into. What is this? Like their fifth announcement of this damn fight? Announcement coming soon. It's like the fifth time they said that. Like, this is all they do. The same thing with Porter versus Spence. This is all they do is keep announcing that there's an announcement coming up. I hope it does. I could have swore at the end of last year you guys told us this rematch was happening. So just shows there's no interest in the fight. No one's calling for tickets because they would have fucking already made the announcement. The thing would already be sold out. This is the heavyweight champion of the world, the undefeated, power punching, new Mike Tyson. Come on, there ain't shit. Luis Ortiz is going to lose. He doesn't want to win this fight. He's asked Al Heyman for the rematch so he could have a retirement check. We all know it. This reminds me of Stervine. The rematch, Stervine goes 12 rounds, comes back, a year later, whatever, fights him again, gets knocked out in one round. Doesn't even try. I see Luis Ortiz going down very early and not even getting up in this fight. This is a bogus PBC setup. That is too late.
Go ahead, Will. What do you think?
Luis Ortiz is going to kick Wilder's ass.
No shit.
I think I was going to agree with you the whole damn
Hold on,
show.
you might get an air horn.
Nice.
On that one. Hold on. That's an air horn all by itself.
Hey,
That's
listen,
a hot take.
Hey, you know what? The world might not know it, nor the boxing world cares. I do. I saw Luis Ortiz at 100 years old whoop Deontay Wilder's ass. Got clipped a few times behind the head. Yes, he lost, but I feel he's going to win the second time around. I don't care how old he is. I've never liked Deontay Wilder's style. If Luis Ortiz could find the fountain of youth for 12 rounds, I think he could win this fight in a unanimous decision and maybe even look for a knockout.
I would give him the knockout. I would not say 12-round decision, bro.
Well, he can't hit the ground. If he falls, then just like in the Fury fight, you could lose every single round. But if you fall down, I guess that counts as about 3 or 4 points nowadays. But no, I mean, I've been wanting to see the fight. I want to see that fight again. It just sucks that it took so long. My only thing that it's kind of having me on the fence is we've seen what Deontay Wilder can do in a rematch. So hopefully he doesn't have that much confidence going in. But I like Ortiz. I might not. Did you say pay-per-view?
Oh, that's the only way they can pay Deontay.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
I might not
see the fight.
Hold on. Let me introduce you to the Steven Espinosa calculator. This fight, based on pay-per-view
and the Steven Espinosa math will make Deontay Wilder $24 million, Andrew. Will. $24 million based on the Steven Espinosa calculator. And that's why he didn't sign with DAZN.
Or ESPN. He had 2 contracts out there.
Or anybody for that matter.
Yeah, he had 2 contracts. He turned them both down. So the only way Showtime can keep them is they put them on pay-per-view.
That's sad.
Yep.
I think
everybody breathe. All right. Go ahead, Will. You got something to add to that?
I'm just curious who's going to do more pay-per-view buys. Excuse me. Would it be Spence and Porter or
KSI and Logan? KSI and Logan will do more buys. Logan and KSI will do more buys than Deontay Wilder. I'm calling it right now.
Dude, they have to find a way to put that fight together so they can get some buys. Hey,
Did you see Deontay Wilder?
Stack that card.
Did you guys hear Deontay Wilder is the ambassador of what is it? Something in Africa. Did you guys see that post by him this week? Yeah.
Did he feel the rain down in Africa, Andrew? I felt the rain down in Africa. Will, did you feel the rain down in Africa? I felt the rain down in Africa.
Yeah, he announced it on his Twitter feed.
This is a very white moment, and if either of you guys actually know the reference I'm making, doesn't really matter, but it was really kind of a funny joke to the 4 white people who listen to the show. Shout out to the whiteys. You say I don't include him, Andrew. Big Baby Miller.
Hey, you know what, Andrew?
Real story of the day.
Hey, I'm anti. Hey.
Go ahead. Let me hear your big white take. You are adding right into the show. You might actually get a press credential if you can come up something big here on a white take.
On a white take? I'm not really good at the white take.
All right.
Okay.
Our last real story of the day. Big Baby Miller is coming back to the ring. Yes, you remember him. He's the guy who took all the drugs. This being reported by Talk Sports. Never heard of him? How do they do on Alexa? I'm not getting a reading on him. Oh, well. Jarrell Miller is hoping to get back into the ring and fight again in October, 6 months on from his drug scandal. This coming to us from Michael Benson of Talk Sports. The unbeaten heavyweight was due to challenge Anthony Joshua on June 1st, but failed multiple VADA tests on different banned substances. In fact, it was a cocktail.
Yes, it was.
Due to a bizarre loophole, Miller was never officially banned. You're kidding me from boxing. As his license with New York State Athletic Commission has expired, meaning that they did not have the jurisdiction to punish him. Oh my God. As American boxing works on state by state rather than one centralized commission like in the UK, this means he must now find a commission willing to license him in order to return. Miller's co-promoter Greg Cohen told Boxing Scene the plan is to get him a license and return him to the ring in October. Oh, you're kidding. Look, we could have played those with the rules like Big Baby to another country where the suspension wouldn't be recognized and have kept him active. But we want to show that we, and especially he, takes this very seriously and fully intends to go through the proper channels to resume his boxing career. Jarrell is kept in shape. Was he ever in shape? Wasn't he fat? And that's why he took the drugs? Hold on.
Yeah, the drugs help fat people. You're right.
I'm not crazy about this. He was doughy and fat. That's why he took the drugs for his fight.
Yeah.
All right,
It
Andrew.
was all about breathing control. Remember? It was about keeping them calm and everything.
No, it was about lowering your heart rate while you work out. In fact, I've investigated those drugs live on the show. Please go into the archives and check it out.
We're going to order them.
I'm ordering them. Come on, how else do you do jiu-jitsu at 51? I want to be a Pan-American champion. Pan Jiu-Jitsu championship. All right, Andrew. We'll start with you. Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Should he be banned for life? Because we're not talking one drug. We're not talking 2 drugs. We're talking 3 freaking drugs as far as we're aware of. What do you think?
No, not banned for life. I mean,
why not?
Because they all get busted on drugs. So where's the line about banned from life and banned for a year or 6 months? This is not the first guy tested dirty, and they took his big payday away. He's got to start from the bottom again. So no, I'm fine with him coming back. Pretty good loophole too. I think they knew that shit when they started him on the cocktail of steroids, that his license had been expired, and if no one caught it, he wouldn't be punished if he was busted for a dirty test. I think they knew that going into the cocktail.
Will I am. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, banned for life, or are you okay with him returning to be whatever it is that he was, whatever he is?
Bring him back, Lee. And there was a new study that a lot of people are popping dirty because Viagra has things in there that has like, they're saying Viagra has stuff in there that makes it look like you're on steroids. You believe that? I gotta find the article.
That's breaking news.
Yeah, that's why all these football players don't want to. They're paying the fine. Hey, all these football players that are getting hit with banned substance, they're just paying the fine because they're saying that they don't want to go public saying, "Oh, that was the Viagra I took at like 32, 33 years old."
How sad.
Bring them back, Lee. Bring them back.
That is a hot take. That's a hot take if I ever heard a hot take.
Bink, bink, bink.
All right, we're at the midway marker. Everybody breathe. First and foremost, this is called the mid-read commercials for those of you listening on the podcast. Go to fightnetradio.com, click on, find a platform that you like. If not, first time listening to it, go find a platform you want to listen to the show. Simple as that. If you want to hang out with me and Andrew and Will and Raimundo and all of the Fight Net Radio gang, go over to Facebook. That is our number one. What is up with Kelly King? Okay. Yo, Andrew, I can't wait to hear how you feel about Antonio Brown. This dude went to the Patriots. What a traitor. What a segue. Kelly King is one of our regulars and the ardent Deontay Wilder fan. That is our active chat room, which you can be a part of by going over to Facebook and becoming a regular. Andrew, do you want to get this out of the way now?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you want to do it, we can.
Wow, that's irritating.
What is that, bro?
Sound effects, because I didn't push pause after the air horn. YouTube just goes to the next thing. I thought it was happening outside. I'm like, what are my neighbors doing? I'm the irritating one on Sunday. All right. Do you want to do do you want to get the Antonio Brown thing out of the way right here?
If you want to, yeah. Don't matter to me.
All right. You wanted me to play this audio, correct?
Play it now. Play it in the beginning. It has to be played because it's significant.
All right, I'm going to play it.
Hey, yep. Antonio, coach is on the line. Hey, coach. Hello.
Yo, what's up, coach?
What the hell's going on, man?
There's a villain all over the news, man.
Is Antonio all right? He didn't behave like this before he started getting his money. There's something wrong with any Antonio Brown has been absolute embarrassment. You're just the most misunderstood fucking human being in my entire life. I mean, I brought you here because you're my favorite guy. I've never seen you that work. But I don't know where you are in your life right now, Austin. All I know is you got a lot of things going. There's a lot of people that have an opinion about you. And whether it be good or bad, you're in the spotlight all the time. Let me ask you this, do you want to be a Raider or not?
I've been trying to be a Raider since day one. I've been fucking working my ass off anyway. I don't know why it's a question of me being a Raider. Like, you guys want me to be a Raider.
That's where he lost him.
Please stop this shit. Just play football. How hard is it?
Well, he wasn't going to be a Raider since day one. He wanted to be a Patriot.
Yeah, but I'm
We now
a
know
football
the truth.
player, man. I'm a real person.
Does he have a wife woman?
I know how to do that. I'll show you guys down the devil.
All right, Lee, go ahead.
Is that enough for you,
Yeah.
Andrew, for you to give me your hot take?
Because, seriously, that's where John Gruden, I believe, lost him when he started questioning his heart for the Raiders, if he wanted to be on the team. That should have never been in question. Listen, what I'm mad about on this situation is not what Antonio Brown did. I'm mad at what Mark Davis and John Gruden didn't do, and that's talk the player out of his ego. Get this player to love the franchise. Get this player to love the team. You understand? There's a lot of history in this team with the Raiders and Steelers. They could have used so many angles on Antonio Brown to get him. The Las Vegas thing, he could have been Mr. Vegas. He could have been a rich man going into that stadium. Okay? Listen, we knew who Antonio Brown was when he got here. Why the Raiders thought they were going to fucking change this, man, it shows you how bad of judgment do we have up top. Okay, the guy's managing from the top. You don't. You know what I would have done? I would have backed Antonio Brown in anything he fucking said because I knew who he was when he got here. He has a problem with his feet being frostbitten. So do I. He has a problem with the helmets being bad. So do I. He's my guy. He's our guy. We knew who he was. You don't like the GM? Guess what, Maylock? You're not one of us. Get the fuck back in the office. You're a GM. You're not a player. You're not a coach. What are you doing down here on the field and talking to players? This is bullshit on the Raider Nation's part. They took Al Davis would be so fucking upset today. When did Davis ever side with the coaches or GMs? He was all about his players, and that's why guys like Eric Allen, Rich Gannon said they did not want to be here. They did not want to be Raiders until they went into that office, until that man started talking football, started talking history. Then they wanted a part of the Raider Nation. I'm so mad. Antonio Brown never gave our fan base the opportunity to cheer for him when he got out on that fucking field. He would have fell in love. There's nothing bigger. Willie, with your crying shit, come on, Will, go away. Go away, Niners, and your fucking deadbeat-ass coach. Anyways, I am so mad at the Raiders for what they did, Antonio Brown, what they did. This is not about winning anymore. This is not about, if you were about winning, the best wide receiver in the fucking league would be on the field. I give a fuck about him getting into a beef with the fucking GM. Let me tell you something. Hey, Will, did Charles Haley not start hellish shit when the Niners were winning Super Bowls with Bill Walsh? Did he not?
I believe Charles Haley stood on the owner's car and started pissing on it.
Started pissing. And he has 5 Super Bowl fucking rings. Does anyone care? Terrell Owens went to the fucking Super Bowl. They're all calling him the new T.O. T.O. was in the Super Bowl and played on a fucking broken leg. That's the player I want. I want the guy that has 5 years of the best stats in his position. I would have backed him all the way. He's my guy. Give a fuck what anyone says. He's mad, I'm mad. That's how we're rolling with this.
Hey, can I say something?
Sure.
Not to that music, though, please.
Hey, now let me tell you. No, hold on. Back up. Let me tell you something to all you guys saying this was a lesson to be learned. The motherfucker got signed in like 7 hours of being on the waivers. Fuck you, and this was a lesson to be learned. He went from making $30 million to making $15 guaranteed, $10 million signing bonus, and a helmet deal. Fuck you, and we had to prove a point. This ain't the first diva we're going to see in the league. This isn't the last diva we're going to see in this fucking league.
Go ahead, Will. That's as good as I can produce from my end.
Well, I'll throw out.
Because you're just going to set him off.
Hey, no. What I'm going to do here, just because I'm back, I'm going to throw out my biased everything Raider. But I am going to say this. This is totally Maylock's fault. Antonio Brown apologized on Friday. Not only apologized to everybody, he apologized to the organization, he apologized to the team and everything. Wakes up Saturday morning to see that he's getting fined, he's losing his guaranteed money, he's doing this and that. So whatever John Gruden talked to him about or whatever they worked out, it was solved. But the hierarchies decided to go ahead and, let's make an example of him. And you lost him. I don't know personally if that Antonio Brown wanted to be a Raider. I know he was there, but as him being the next TO, there's me being in the Niner scene so much. I don't know, man. It's kind of a hard statement. You're talking about TO as a Hall of Famer. I know if Brown would continue to play, he'd be an easy Hall of Famer to get in. But, it does remind me of that Divish thing. Terrell Owens did represent the team that every team that he went to. I know he had problems with players, but this is totally on Maylock. Maylock should go right back to ESPN or wherever the hell he came from and do his little fake mock drafts that never happened. And I think he lost probably the best wide receiver in the NFL.
You're giving Maylock way too much power. He doesn't have that much. There's a tree here, and he's on the bottom limb.
If he would have shut his mouth, I don't think any of this would have happened. Remember, he was
no.
on
But
TV.
Will, what I'm trying to tell you is I think it's the recorded tweet that got released. I think it's when he released the coach's phone call. Listen, didn't the Pittsburgh Steelers go through this? I believe with Antonio Brown in their locker room when he did a Facebook Live with the coach, and then wasn't that Antonio Brown or was it the other Juju Schmister that did the Facebook Live, and then they all got in trouble? You can't do these type of things. You can't record people and put it on social media. Now, with that being said, I thought the fucking conversation between him and Gruden was really cool. If the Raiders, if that was the final blow, like, you know what, we're done with this guy. Now he's recording the coach and putting him on social media. If that was the final blow, I kind of like the whole video and everything. I thought Antonio Davis was getting pumped up for the season. It's so I do believe it was that tweet that got him fired and not the Maylock situation, because Maylock had no say. If you remember, I think it's Friday afternoon when they do their announcement, they do an interview for the NFL, all the media interviews the GMs and the coaches. Maylock said like 15 words. He wasn't at practice today. We'll have more on this situation later. Boom, he was done. He didn't have any say in it. This was Mark Davis and John Gruden's decision, and I think it's when he crossed the line with John Gruden. That time will tell. That story will be told here soon if it was this video that we just played that actually got him his guarantees taken away.
I don't know.
Andrew.
Yeah.
What do you think about me getting Luis Miguel for next weekend?
Oh, for the national anthem, it'd probably be better than
Puerto Rican.
As long as Luis Miguel's Puerto Rican. Well, you're gonna have to do the national anthem. That's fine.
No, I'm talking about the guy on the other end of the line.
I'm fucking confused.
The guy who's talking about Tito Trinidad all the time. Why don't you bring up one of those shitty Puerto Rican fighters again?
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
I've decided Bob's going to have a beef. I feel like Bob needs a beef with you, Will. I don't know why. I've just decided that. Oh, because you're Manny Pacquiao. That's probably why.
Hey, man, we need to give homage to Bob. How old is Bob now?
86.
108. He's carbon dated. He likes soup. That's like my running joke. He just eats soup and goes to fights. I do like making him a party animal, which is kind of funny. All right, let's move forward in this. I had to segue out of that, or we would have spent the next half hour on it. God damn. Floyd, these are our shitty stories for those of you wondering. Floyd Mayweather's going to fight in China this time. According to sources to South China Morning Post, former 5-division world champion Floyd Mayweather, 42, is being lined up for another exhibition bout. On New Year's Eve, Mayweather took part in a fight in Tokyo against Tenshin Nasukawa. He won that fight in 136 seconds and got paid $9 million. The Mission Hills Group has invited media members to attend a press conference in China on September 18th to announce Mayweather's first fight in China. Mayweather retired back in 2017, yada, yada, yada. The press conference will announce that Mayweather will hold a boxing match in China next year. We have already got the Hanin government temporarily approval of the event, but everything needs to be confirmed with Floyd as well. He's going to announce he's fighting Mayweather. He's going to fight Manny Pacquiao in China. I'm sticking to this. I'm going with this.
No. Hey, Lee, doesn't Floyd Mayweather seem like one of those celebrities here in Vegas? You know, like Celine Dion. You know, he's just going place to place, putting on these little exhibition fights. And he's not fighting them in China. I don't think that fight's ever going to happen again.
But Celine Dion has talent. Mayweather doesn't even have talent at this point. He's just a guy who is a personality who flashes money. I mean, there are many.
He's turned into an attraction instead of a fighter now. And if he does go to China and fight Joe Blow, I mean, he's just an attraction. He's just cashing in. I mean, it's better seeing Floyd do that than doing a bare knuckle fight like some of these boxers. No disrespect, but
shout out to what's his name in New York, Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah.
Andrew.
What?
Have you recovered yet?
This is like a commercial. I mean, I don't know. This, Floyd's just doing this to get a little money in his pocket. This isn't changing his life. This guy has way bigger bills than what these men are paying him nowadays. This like pays off one of his watches or something. He's a little $9 million payday.
Macau has cash, bro. Macau has cash.
Bro, the last place only gave him $9 million. That's not a lot of money in Floyd's life. I'm dead serious. He spends that on one trip around the world. So I don't see Floyd, he's doing this for fun, but this isn't going to be the end of his life. He has way bigger bills than this. He's doing this until he gets offered, that serious cash from someone. This is him staying in shape, you guys, keeping his skills intact for wherever they're at 42 years old. But he is training for these exhibitions. He is fighting in there. He's going in there. He's landing his punches. And I think this is just him staying in shape for when that big money does come around. Either the PBC sale to Zuffa, and Zuffa will have to work a contract, or DAZN. I still think DAZN does not make it in America without Floyd Mayweather's name attached to it, at least for 2 fights. That's how they're going to get the subscribers in America to buy into this streaming app. Saul Alvarez has done good. Right now, the problem with Saul Alvarez is they're paying him a lot of money, $35 million, and now Kovalev wants $12 million. That's serious money, and his numbers don't really generate that. They need subscribers like, Floyd's numbers to be paying either a yearly subscription or a monthly subscription. And you got to remember, that monthly one turns out to like $240 a year. The yearly one turns out to $99, I believe, a year. So there's a big difference there. If you can get someone suckered in, well, myself maybe, pay that monthly subscription and forget about it, you're getting what, $20-something a month for how long? It's like one of those gym subscriptions you get, then you forget about it, and years later you're like, fuck, I'm still buying into DAZN at a monthly subscription. DAZN needs some shit like that right now, because their numbers have not shown what they paid out to Anthony, especially Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is not a hit here in America, and Saul Alvarez, while his first fight was good, his momentum has really died down. They're doing only like $1.5 million. That ain't shit. That's what they used to do. We thought this streaming thing, much bigger numbers.
I don't think Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather 2 is any selling point right now.
No, I think Floyd is. I think Floyd's return is the selling point.
Yeah, but Floyd's return against who? Just against anybody? Sign up for that?
Yes, because he has opponents. He has opponents wherever he wants to go. Welterweight, junior middleweight, they'll pay to watch him. They really will. He can stay on the PBC route. He can go with Top Rank. He can go with DAZN. Floyd makes money wherever he steps in, and I believe he's waiting for either the $1 billion payout or the $750 million one. He's waiting for the serious money. All the guys are making it now across the sports world, and Floyd used to be number one. So you got to bring it when you're talking to Floyd Mayweather.
So I'll ask a quick question, you guys. Does Floyd Mayweather retire undefeated?
He already did. He already did. It doesn't matter what
If
happens.
he comes back, he's gonna have to fight somebody, right?
Yeah, no, but I don't care about his comeback. Rightly, I've said it many times. His fans won't care. The first thing they're gonna say, he's 42 years old. Nobody cares, and that's it. That's where we're at with that.
Well, it's like, well, here's what I think. I'm going to give you a hot take. I think while that Floyd Mayweather's fans are Deontay Wilder fans. So they are probably the most inaccurate, misinformed, uneducated boxing fans on the planet who think that both of these individuals have greater talent than they actually are. We've documented Floyd has had some great success against a couple of fighters while during his prime, right? But everything else has been a systematic and calculated fight to give him the best possible victory. The only fight that I point out that shows Floyd's greatness is against Canelo Alvarez, right? That's the best Floyd Mayweather moment in his history. Sorry, it is. And that's not even the best Canelo Alvarez. That's a young Canelo Alvarez. Everything with him is a calculated decision. That makes him a very smart fighter. But this whole he's the greatest of all time thing and whoever he fights makes it an attraction, it's a really hot take. Going to get me in a lot of trouble. I don't buy into the Floyd Mayweather hype. I buy into the entertainment of it. I am not going to be surprised if they go, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao in Macau and it's $100 million because they'll pay for it, Andrew. Macau has nothing now that Bob is pulled out. Bob doesn't have any major attraction for Macau, so Macau's looking for anybody to cash in. And if they drop $100 million on Floyd's head and drop $100 on Manny, that's nothing. That's like Vegas saying we're paying $100 to each of these guys. Like physically, all the casinos got together and dropped $100 million each, just so that they can have one big night in Macau. I don't think it's that shocking. I think he's going to wind up fighting another Tenshin Nasukawa type guy, right? He's not fighting anybody. But if he were to say it's going to be Manny Pacquiao, we're each making $100 million, it's going to be in Macau, I'm not going to be shocked by that either.
No,
I mean, that's realistic.
I just think
Floyd at this point is an attraction. I get that. And I'm cool with him being an attraction. Right?
Well,
it's cool that he's an attraction.
He just likes to troll Manny, you know, because it seems like when Manny's in the spotlight, Floyd always throws his name in the hat, this and that. No, man. I mean, he is an attraction. Like I said, he's the new Celine Dion. His career's over, you know, moving on. And if he's trying to cash a little bit of checks, I get it. I just don't see something where people are going to pay all this money to see him fight. I mean, it'd have to be one of them suicide fights. What is he fighting?
Floyd Mayweather. If Mikey Garcia was to beat Manny Pacquiao, that fight sells. Floyd Mayweather versus Terrence Crawford sells. Floyd Mayweather versus Spence sells. Floyd Mayweather jumping to middleweight and taking on Canelo at a catchweight of 158 sells. Like, it all sells, bro.
To me, that's the only fight I think that sells because there's a revenge factor there when it comes to Canelo Alvarez.
Bro. All of America would watch if he fought Terrence Crawford, Will. Terrence Crawford.
Canelo or Pacquiao?
Well, the problem with Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford isn't an international superstar yet.
He doesn't. No, we're talking America. We're talking America.
Okay,
the
but
whole
do we want
East
American
Coast
money
would be
or
watching.
do we want international money?
No, Dazn already has international money.
International.
They have international money. Dazn needs to make a splash in America. They're missing it here, you guys. There's no big sport. They can't play NFL football because NFL football already has rights with everyone else. So they can't play the biggest sport we have. They don't have, their presence was supposed to be Saul Alvarez. They bought Saul Alvarez thinking he was going to be the ticket in America. It didn't pan out. The numbers aren't that good. You put Floyd in on this network, dude, they're the new hot stream here in America. I'm telling you guys, yes. And him versus Terrence Crawford, it's such a good fight, we're never going to see it because that's been Floyd's whole career. There's no fucking way you'd ever step in the ring with Terrence fucking Crawford. So, and even Spence, you could even say the same about Spence, but I think Terrence, because he fights on ESPN, is way bigger than Spence right now.
Andrew, what do you think about Vincent Fernandez?
What? Oh, for the you're stupid. Yeah.
injecting humor. You are very shot out of a cannon. How much coffee have you had, Andrew?
Oh, that's it. That's 6. They're all gone.
6?
Jesus. 6 cups.
6.
He's had
That's
2
like-
large tumblers. He's fired.
Isn't
By
that
Monday night
considered
for the Raiders game,
isn't
he's
that
going to have a
considered
stroke.
Speedball?
Sometimes sometimes my heart, I can feel it.
You know, I do listen to this
All right,
show, but
so
I'm
I'll
gonna
go
have to
once
listen
around
to
the
the
table.
Raider thing again.
Oh, and with the sound effects. All right, once
yeah.
around the table, I vote that Floyd is going to fight. I'm going to go out on a limb and saying he's fighting another Tenshin Nasukawa. Andrew, is he fighting a real fighter or a Tenshin Nasukawa?
No, he's fighting the young man, I think, in this picture right here, and that'll be that.
That's Tenshin Nasukawa.
Yes, sir. Then that's who
He's
he's
not
fighting.
fighting Tenshin Nasukawa again. All right, Will, Tenshin Nasukawa or a real fighter?
Tubba. Meaning nobody
yeah, I
important.
agree. Yeah.
Tubba.
It's a Tubba. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's the first
All
time
right.
you'll see Floyd saying
Let's
Tubba
move
right
forward.
next to it.
Moving forward to our next story. This comes to us from The Mirror, which is a UK-based publication. White-collar boxing left me half blind, brain damaged, and in an induced coma, Andrew.
White-collar
I wanted to bring this story up because I think it's hilarious that people do white-collar boxing. Yeah, this is where people go and take boxing class and think that they've actually learned boxing on some level. And, why can't I see this story? What the hell? I guess we don't get to comment on
Is this like
story.
a cardio
I'm
kickboxing
so
class gone
disappointed.
wrong?
Yeah, it is. These are stupid people who, all right, so if I submit this, can I see the story? There, thank God. Boxing for white-collar workers has made people felt like champs, but Sarah McFarlane is meant to be a shattered life. There's Sarah.
Wow, that
She
doesn't
was in a
look like
coma
a
in
class,
hospital
though.
after taking vicious punches to the head during a bout and has not worked since. Her case caused to light as Fight Club style punch-ups. Some involved professionals are soaring into popularity. Concerns are growing over their safety. The maths teacher who wrote this, you English people can't write either. Maths teacher Sarah, 31, suffered her devastating injury during an event at a 4-star hotel with fight enthusiasts paying $40 to watch over dinner. Really?
Yeah.
Who watches boxing over dinner? It was a highly charged atmosphere that Sarah began the second and last bout of her white-collar boxing career. Oh, she was pretty once. Look. The time, the minutes, I was a bit nervous because I felt completely in front of so many people, but I trained hard. I had a bit of technical experience and I was confident. I was up for it. I remember I was winning until the 3rd round and then I became unwell. I'm feeling dizzy and unable to react. All right, Andrew, what do you think about amateurs fighting in white-collar crimes and winding up like this?
I don't know.
Oh,
Boxing's
my.
a rough sport, and she's got to know what she got involved with. She probably should have watched a few of these tournaments before actually participating in one, and maybe she would have known that it's real. This is not fake. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. There's nothing she can do here. She got in the ring.
Will?
White-collar.
He's still stuck on the title. He thinks it's racist somehow.
No. It's just no.
This is
No,
when
to
white
me-
goes bad. This is like an episode
Listen.
of Cops.
Listen,
Florida thing almost.
if you step into the ring, okay, consider yourself a gladiator, okay. I don't know what it means by white collar. What they were supposed to take it easy on each other. I don't get it. You step into the ring, your life is on the line, and if you didn't think that your arms are going to stop working after a few rounds, or you can't see things better, you're getting hit in the head and the body. I hate to say she got what she deserved, but anything you do, you need to investigate and see what you're getting yourself into, and it's
The other day or a few months ago, we lost 2 fighters in the same week on major cards, both dying And then we lost Jose Luis Castillo's son to a coma in a sparring match. You got to be aware of what you're doing. You don't see that anywhere else, Lee. Never in football as 2 guys died on one Sunday. Never in the MMA as 2 guys died on the same day. Like, this shit is real. This is not a joke. Everyone always rolls their eyes. Oh, yeah, boxing's so fucking tough. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. You're getting punched in the brain. You can die. So I don't, it's not that you just, you don't want to call them, you don't want to talk down on them, but they got to know what they're getting involved in. This is not a fucking joke here. So I don't want to start a GoFundMe
You realize
page.
that this is the comedy half of the show. Why did?
Oh, well, you always do this
GoFundMe
shit
page.
to me.
Here's what I
Whatever.
think. Oh no, don't worry, Andrew. I'm gonna save the segment. I'm looking at her. I'm looking at the photo. So I'm guessing once she kind of heals up, coma and all, as long as she stays in bed, I'm down. I'm gonna fly her out to the U.S. and she can just be my concubine.
Before you do anything, read the warning.
She can still bang, right?
She can still bang.
No, she can still. There's my hot take.
You did a hot take on
A
she
hot
can
take.
still bang.
I had to save the segment. That's going to piss off Andrew's family to no end, and our one female listener. Nigel
No,
Ben's
I
making
don't
a
wanna
comeback.
talk about
Yeah,
this.
you're not reading that wrong. You saw this, right?
Yes.
Former 55-year-old two-weight world champion is a British sports legend, most iconically his rivalry with Chris Eubank in the 90s. I don't even know what to say. He made an announcement on his official Twitter page. Damn it, it did it again. The 55-year-old there's not much more to say about this, Andrew, but what do you think about the return of Nigel Benn?
I don't think anything of it. I hope he doesn't. His last fight was a few months after I met my wife. That was 23 fucking years ago. So, I think he should call it, stick to being retired, man. That's a long time staying out of the ring. And it's funny that he named some active fighters. I remember him saying Roy Jones Jr. and like Bernard Hopkins. Oh, that's fine, but don't be calling out Carl Froch and guys that are, decades younger than you. Like, stop it. This is a joke.
You know what? Give him credit. At least his video, unlike Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., actually make him look like a threat. He's not balancing a broomstick on his face.
He's not a joke, Lee. Chavez Jr., I think we all know, is a fucking joke by now. The Nigel Benn was never a joke.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
But really, he's going to fight at 55. Will, what do you
I
think?
would give
55-year-old
him.
boxer or
I would.
hot white chicks?
I would give him the
What would you
advice that
prefer?
Willie just said about the bare knuckle. Nigel Benn should be in the bare knuckles. If they're doing 200,000 pay-per-view buys, he should do a bare knuckles fight and see where he can do in that. That you knock out someone in one round in a couple of minutes, man, and he has that power.
Ooh, Nigel Benn versus Paulie Malignaggi bare knuckle. I pay money, but I do like the idea of hot white chicks. I think they should be naked too.
Listen, Lee, Nigel Benn needs to understand that this white collar boxing nowadays, it ain't no fucking joke. So he just needs to stay retired. And if he doesn't, tell him to listen to our show and flip over and look at that lady. Or what was her name? Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
She got
give her a
ass
name.
whipped, and let's not even give her
Sarah
a name.
McFarlane.
Sarah McFarlane.
She looks sleepy.
Hey, if you're ever listening, all the respect
She looks
in the
humble.
world,
She looks
you
humble.
got in the ring, but it just
So you're
wasn't for
saying
you.
this
You've heard it
is
all.
going to be this?
Yes.
I'm just tired.
That's
Don't worry.
hot take.
I've heard it before that, hey, maybe this isn't for you.
Wow. Hold on. You get a hot take for that one.
Oh my God, poor lady.
Look
at that.
Good luck
She looks
trying
sleepy.
to move forward.
Yeah, she
So
looked like she got
what you're
into a
saying
car accident.
thing is this is going to happen to her. She's
Exactly.
about to be my wife, bro. Back off. Justin Thomas tragically shot and killed. veteran boxer. Who heard of I don't even know who he is, Andrew, but I like to cover the fight stories.
Yeah, I never heard of him
WFC
either.
mourns the loss of Baton Rouge fighter Justin Thomas. All right, let's see.
WFC.
Justin Thomas, who fought 16 of his 21 fights at the Bell Baton Rouge Center with WFC. I know who they are. Was shot and killed in a bar in his hometown. The youngest of 5 children. I don't care about that. In 2010, he relocated. I don't care about that. He was proud of having turned things around. Oh, here's why he got shot. It's in paragraph 3. He was proud of having things turned around during his life.
Oh my God, you're such a dick.
I use the stuff that used to get me to trouble to better myself. Okay. He's the sweetest guy, said Matt McGovern. I actually know Matt McGovern. But didn't you know that he had a troubled past that would catch up with him in a bar? All right.
Yeah,
that's the last
whatever.
story.
I got none.
And you're just going to call me a dick for doing the story. I just wanted to know why he got shot. It was nothing good. We generally kind of do this stuff. Who even knew that Max Boxing was still around, for that matter? Did you know Max Boxing was still around, Andrew?
No, I did not.
Hey,
No,
I just realized I was going to say that right now. It says Max Boxing.
Max Boxing, that's like the 90s, right?
Late 90s, right? Yeah.
Website? Nobody goes to this website anymore. We do better numbers. Wow. Huh. The things you learn. That's our last story. Go to LasVegasDiscount.net where you can book your trip to Vegas next weekend. We do have one more segment left. For those of you listening, you don't have to turn off because I'm doing a commercial. Go to LasVegasDiscount.net. Next weekend is a Vegas weekend, as you are well aware, and we are here to hook you up. You want to book Friday to Sunday if you're going to go see Tyson Fury and whatever Bob's got dreamed up from. I swear to God, if he doesn't wear a sombrero, I'm going to be so disappointed. Literally,
he's an entertainer. It's probably mandatory. Matter of fact, if they don't have one, he'll probably cancel the fight.
I would think. I'm excited to see what antics he comes up with, and what the top-ranked staff recommend for him to do. But I am totally excited about the whole thing. Come on. All right. So, Andrew, for this fight to see Tyson Fury, am I taking a date or am I going solo?
No, you're going
That's
solo.
how we always decide.
Going
solo to this fight, which means we will go by price because we don't have to worry about getting laid, which means I'm not staying at a 4-star or better. We're here to help you out. Go to LasVegasDiscount.net while this brings it up on the screen. And we have for price. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Let's see what we got. What's the cheapest hotel I could stay at for the Tyson Fury weekend? So I'm going to be shelling out bucks and watching football on Sunday, so you want to reserve all your cash.
Hey, Bally's has a good sport book. You can get asbestosos because it's so old. I mean, and at 214.
That's too expensive. I wouldn't spend Bally's cash.
Arizona Charlie?
Keep dumb. Let's just spend the most possible.
Let's just go to the win. Stop playing around.
Stop playing around.
Does that say $1,000?
At Caesar's
yeah, there are
Palace?
hotels for $1,000. It's expensive next weekend. Like everything's $100 a night.
Man.
Oh, that's right. Because next weekend is it's the last big weekend of the year. Yeah.
Well, it's not only that, Will. There's 5 concerts happening on Saturday night.
Right.
3 concerts happening on Friday night. There's a lot going on next weekend. I figured the only way for me to go was to show up on Thursday to offset all the costs. Sunset Station's not bad. They haven't remodeled it yet.
It's far away.
Golden Gate's not bad at $147. Don't stay at Circus, you'll get ringworm. So the cheapest, nicest, they remodeled the Plaza.
The Fiesta.
I'd stay at the Plaza. No, I'd stay at the Plaza. They remodeled.
Yeah, there's no more bed bugs there. You'll be all right.
Yeah. For $159, it's 33% off. You're in downtown. By the way, they're having a big time concert performance there as well on Friday and Saturday. I don't know. I'd probably go Plaza. Oh, Sahara. Really? The SLS? I'd go to the SLS. Is it now the Sahara or SLS? I can't keep up. Is it back to being the Sahara or is it SLS?
It's the SLS.
It should be, right? But it's saying Sahara. Did they change the name? The new owners? It's
It's
third owner.
SLS. Not Sahara, it's SLS.
All right. Let's get a pair of tickets. I'm going to stay at the SLS to get myself a pair of tickets. I would imagine there's many of them, don't you? I'm pretty sure about this.
How sad
Andrew,
Vegas has become. Yeah, it's just sad.
It's not sad. You just don't get to go anywhere because you have 20 kids.
Odo Wallin. You're really pumped about that fight, Lee. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't sleep on Otto Wallin.
Stop it. Last two fights Vegas had. Do you know the last fight they had? 5,000 people paid, Lee. 5,000. Wow. Hey, thanks for that. Didn't even make fucking $8 million at the gate. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So you and your buddy will be staying in seat map. By the way, $200 is not a lot for seats, considering concerts are what, $150 now. So I'm going to wind up being in section 19, row K, and that would put me right about there, based on the arrow. It's not bad. Your lower bowl, T-Mobile. And if you go for the entire fight card, I don't think that's a bad deal.
There's only 5,000 people there, so they can't make it too pricey. You know what I mean? I mean, it was not a major success his first shot in Vegas.
Hey, Lee, have you ever sat up top at T-Mobile? Doesn't it feel like you're going to fall?
Yeah, it's far. And the top section, for those of you who don't know, it's completely vertical. It's completely vertical.
Hey, if you're on drugs or on alcohol and you're being cheap and you're going to sit up top, go into your seat. You shall fall.
I'm trying to save you from the last segment as a union worker, Will. Did you just say on alcohol or drugs? Did you actually say that?
Right. Hey.
Well, let's talk about next weekend, and that's how we will end this show. This comes to us from the fattest living landmass in boxing history, the man who does not care about how he looks. In fact, he is so fat and so ugly that they refuse to put him on ESPN. I rarely see him physically on ESPN. Dan Rayfield, the fattest living landmass. Next weekend, Andrew. What's he going to do about it? What are you going to do?
I totally hear you.
Shout out to Dan Rayfield. By the way, Dan can call me out in the parking lot. What's Dan going to do about it? I'm going to slap a triangle on his ass and choke his fat neck out. That's what's going to happen. And I dare you to get big. I'm telling you, I'm still pissed off. I'm still pissed off at Dan for a downtown incident where he whipped out do you know who I am? I know who the promoter is. Listen, fat fuck. I don't give a shit who you are. September 13th on DAZN. Devin Haney takes on Zaur Abdulov for the vacant interim nobody cares WBC lightweight title. Let's start right there. That's your Friday night. Andrew, how do you feel about Devin Haney fighting Zaur?
Well, two undefeated going up for interim WBC title. You know, Devin Haney's on the rise from the Bay Area, fights out of Las Vegas now. No, he looks like the real deal. DAZN needs him to be the real deal. I'll tell you that. They need someone from America here to start bringing in some serious numbers. So I will be watching Devin Haney.
Our friend and our promoter buddy needs Devin Haney to be for real. Be his biggest client if he actually turns into something.
Right.
That's funny. He doesn't listen to the show either, but it's funny. Will Haney Abdulov.
Yeah, Devin Haney all the way. And one more thing, aren't we tired of these interim WBC belts?
It just means he's the number one contender.
Yeah, no, it doesn't actually, Andrew. It doesn't. Based on the WBC, it does not mean he's the number one.
No, it means that you're an actual champ. You're just an intern. Like if, for instance, if the regular champ dies, you're the champ type of deal.
I don't even know if that's real.
Possibly bigger than who's the heavyweight they keep dicking around, got busted on drugs?
Which one?
Come on, the challenger to Deontay Wilder, you dicks. The guy that
Ortiz?
No.
Oh. Yeah. No. Dillian White. He's talking about Dillian White.
Very much.
Dillian White.
Jesus.
White has proved to us.
Dillian White
is
not Devin Haney.
Right.
So Devin Haney gets the opportunity as the number one contender. Look for him to get his shot at the title. There's a lot going behind this kid. He's 22-0, and he looks pretty impressive when he fights. He's got good combinations, good defense, has the Floyd style. I'm for him. He's from the Bay Area, so it's all, yeah. They need him to shine this weekend.
That takes us
I
to
know
Saturday,
they're not
and we'll start off with.
What's the other guy's name? Zaire Abdulev. Zaire Abdulev. Zaire.
Yes, Zaire Abdulev. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably be totally off.
Have you seen Heather Hardy's comments this week?
Hey, that should be a good fight
because she's not getting. Heather Hardy and Amanda Serrano is a great fight, and I'll tell you what's funny. Heather Hardy has been running around for the entire week, pissed off that she's not getting paid for this fight. Basically, she goes, "There's a big difference between men and women boxing." I'll tell you. God. I'll give you guys a hot take. Women's boxing makes less than women's MMA. Like, women's boxing is the lowest rung of monetary compensation, period. I don't know what Heather Hardy's issue is, but she had to know that going in. It's not like a shocker.
Last time I checked, women wrestling in small tighties is a lot more better. Is a lot nicer to look at than women beating their faces in with punching gloves. So yeah, I know why MMA makes bigger money than boxing. And I will also say, there's no. Oh, have you seen how many of those MMA women have to put out bikini shots like every day on their feeds to have people hit like and like and like and like? Come on, stop it. Anyways, it sells. WWE did it too. It's okay. In boxing, little harder to sell the sex with a black eye or with a cut eye and a broken nose. Little harder to sell is all I'm saying. So, and with that being said, Lee, there's also the fact there's not enough competition. You get one girl that's special, she doesn't have a rival her whole career. So take it for what it is.
I think, Andrew, we need to bring back an old segment right here. Advice to boxers from Lee Honish. You feel that one coming?
Oh, no, because...
Okay, female fighters. Yeah, well, this is a recurring segment that we used to do that Andrew stopped me from doing. But I'm back to doing it again. And I think female fighters need good boxing, good fight advice, Andrew. So on today's episode of Advice to Female Fighters, I'm going to give you a list of what makes more money. Let's start right off at number one. So if you want to make the most money possible, hooking. You'll make more money and your face will be in better shape. Number two.
You got credentials. Remember?
Tax free?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not. Number two, stripping.
Oh my goodness.
Number three, professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Number four, MMA. Number five, boxing. So work it out. I'm just telling you, it's probably better if you want to go into the sex trade. Make more money. We're stripping.
Is that the white collar sex trade, or is it just a regular sex trade?
Is that the Epstein sex trade? Do we want to?
No, don't shout out Epstein. Don't do it, bro. Then I'm going to have to get into the whole topic of why that show is so popular, and I still don't understand it. September 14th, that's Saturday night, next Saturday. Tyson Fury takes on Otto Wallin. Emmanuel Navarrete takes on Juan Miguel Elorde. And Jose Pedraza versus Jose Zepeda in the Battle of Jose's. No way, Jose. Andrew, are you going to watch it?
Of course I'm going to watch. It's the only boxing on. Doesn't mean I like it.
Andrew.
What?
What do you think of Alejandro Fernandez? Huh?
Nope.
Vincent Fernandez?
Nope.
Well, what do you think about
You got Gabe Flores that might be exciting, right? He's the prospect out of Stockton. You got Carlos Cuadras is a former champ. He's always fighting. Petraza's always in good fights. Navarrete, you can say I'm interested in seeing him. He's in a juicy division, his division and the surroundings. But overall, Lee, no, this is a terrible fucking fight card. You got maybe one fight that's worth it, and the other ones are fucking garbage, man. So, I you know.
What are you talking about? We have Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is the lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
Mono and come out. He's gonna sing La Cucaracha.
I know. You want me to sell the Rocky theme. You want me to sell you want to sell the Apollo Creed walk-in. That's cool. He'll have all of that going, but the fight. Otto Wallin? Come on, you
Sweet
guys.
Caroline. You know the crowd loves when he does Sweet Caroline.
Exactly. No, exactly. This show.
Right.
Well, Lee, it's an absolute shitty card. Let's just go to the main event.
That's why I'm going for free. But hey, that's why I'm going for free. I wouldn't pay for this.
I don't even know.
That's what you're doing. You're just paying for the main event. That's what you do, Lee. Take a picture of the arena about 10 minutes before the main event.
Right, when they all walk in. And that's Vegas.
Yep.
But that's the way it used to be. Nobody showed up for the undercard, just the stupid writers who want to see Abraham Martinez, who will never show up in the main event of any fight in his life, right?
I will tell you, this Navarrete kid, he's the one that fought Isaac Dogboy twice. He's fought. This is Dogbo, whatever. You see, he's gonna fight Carl Frampton. That'll be his last fight if he takes that one. The guy has fought in. This is gonna be his third fight this year. So very, very active fighter. You might want to look at what the odds are in this one. Not too many guys are pulling that off anymore. So we'll see how he does.
That's gonna be the best fight of the evening, Andrew.
It might be because the guy stays very active and he's fighting a guy who's 28-1-15. It looks like he goes the distance a lot too. So he knows how to put in the rounds. That might be bad for Navarrete, who's been very active this year. And those dog boy fights were pretty hard.
I just had to laugh.
Andrew, this is the important fight right here. Oh my God, I just discovered this feature. How have I not had this till now? I could have been animating all these scenes and drawing dick pictures.
Oh my God.
He's so stupid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's great, Lee, for all the kids watching. There you go. Let's draw
we have those
penises.
watching our videos.
Let's draw penises.
So,
remember, were you like that
fight,
kid in
Andrew.
Superbad?
Felix Valeria versus Vasilava Shamalama Ding Dong. And I'm going to tell you why this is the biggest fight of the night. I guarantee Shamalama Ding Dong here is fighting for a green card. So this is a human trafficking match, and you know how I feel about MTV guys trying to fight for a green card. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Shamalama Ding Dong. This is definitely the fight of the night. This guy's trying to fight for a green card, and he's fighting Felix Valeria. That makes it interesting to me. How do I turn this thing off now that I've found it? All right, cool. All right. Moving forward.
One have 3 hairs, the other 2.
I don't know, but I'm really glad I found that feature. Oh, it doesn't go away. That's irritating. Let's see what else.
Doesn't dick on it now the whole rest of the show.
By the way, it's going to be on every screen, right? It's on every screen now for the rest of the show. So
hey, you know who else fights?
So
hey, you know
Boulder Station. Wait, let me get it lined up. Stay at the Sahara. See if I can get it lined up. Stay at the Sahara. It's not really working out.
Hey, you know who else fights on September 14th? Are we talking about September 14th, Lee?
Yeah, Jaime Munguia and Patrick Alloy.
That's right. That's right.
There you go. I'm circling it for you, Andrew. The fight of the weekend. I still think it's a big set of hairy balls like it is here on the right-hand corner of the screen. But, yeah, knock yourself out. This is the other fight. We will be sending Ringside with Rongamundo out there to cover it. and we will be doing live updates from both fights. Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, no, I just want to say they were fighting. Jaime Mungai's a good fighter. Poor man's Barrera. Face first, throws a lot of punches. Gets hit a lot, though. He's going up against a guy who's had 3 defeats, 2 of them by knockout. Not big names at all, so I expect Mungai to come out of here with the victory. Then you got Ryan Garcia on the undercard. Ryan Garcia is the one making big noise either on social media or through the courts trying to sue. Yeah, exactly. Trying to sue De La Hoya for not being paid properly while he's bringing in $1 million gates. So this is his big step up right here. He got a raise. Competition's better. See who Ryan Garcia is on Saturday night.
Will?
I'm still staring at that penis. Is that wrong?
Oh, my God. Yeah, you might. Yeah. He's a Niner, people. Leave him the fuck alone. It's Sunday. Lee has distracted him with the penis on the screen.
It just looks like the one that Antonio Brown gave the Raiders.
Yeah, whatever.
You realize that this is how I knew.
Can't believe that.
Oh my God! I can actually give you guys the power to draw on the screen as well. This is a horrible thing that I have discovered for the show. What's next? Oh, I can also do this. I can have a follow the bouncing bee with a red dot. How about a highlighter? I can do a highlighter. Wait, let's do a highlighter.
Aren't you supposed to be able to read?
Or just for Will.
Oh,
wow. Boo! Boo! Maybe it's a white guy, so he needs white hairs. That would be the rest of his body right there, right? Okay. I've taken the show to a new level. That's a 2-hour show.
Later.
Are you happy with it now, Andrew?
We're good.
Do the outro, Andrew.
No, I'm not going to do no damn outro.
Give me a Larry Merchant style ending.
Nope. There's nothing to do with an ending on, Lee. The boxing, there was no boxing this weekend. All we got was hey, do you guys think there's a conspiracy that the Raiders have now fed their best wide receiver to the Dallas Cowboys and then gave the New England Patriots on a fucking silver plate Antonio Brown? Yeah, they just handed him right. Lee, we're talking hours. We're talking hours.
It wasn't hours. I think it was less than an hour.
Exactly. The two biggest powerhouses in the league, Davis is now giving them both wide receivers that can change their franchise.
Raiders can't afford their stadium. You got to pay homage to the
That's right. That's right. No, I'm serious.
Sit back organization.
So we're ending on more of this conspiracy. So you think it's a conspiracy?
Whatever, man. Cooper to Dallas.
All right.
Brown to New England. Whatever.
Yeah. We're Will, you get to do the outro. You can do it in a voice, or you can do a Larry Merchant style ending for this week.
Who's Larry Merchant? Does he have anything to do with that drawing?
Really? I don't have a gray marker to do Larry Merchant.
I would have to hear Larry Merchant.
That'll do it for this week. Go to FightNet.
So long.
Go to fightnetradio.com. Check out everything. Go to Facebook if you want to watch the video of this week's show. There is video. Those listening to the audio, we appreciate all of you.
Fight Net Radio! FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee. Talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net!